DC Multiverse!
So I've been sitting on this McFarlane DC Multiverse Dark Knight Returns Superman Batman 2-pack for almost 2 weeks. I didn't make a video because I reviewed the entire wave. I figured that was a squeakier wheel. And then other things came up that I needed to make videos about. So finally, let's have a look at the Dark Knight Returns Superman Batman 2-pack. So of course we can see that this comes with the 2 figures, trading cards, and action figure stands, as well as this kind of destroyed street rubble 2-figure action figure base. These 2-figure bases are pretty darn awesome, and I'm there for it. I really like these. They're fairly versatile and they can be used for action figure photography. So the fact that Todd has included this mashed up looking street view action figure base with this, I'll totally take it. I am all the way there for it. It would be kind of cool if there was some more paint deco. However, this is basically what you get. I mean, you gotta save costs, so it's just gray with a black wash over it. Whoever owns this car, well, they ain't happy. The Superman figure is exactly the same as the previous one. There's literally no difference, only this one doesn't come with the extra set of open strangly hands. I mean, flight hands. This new one's face does seem to be painted just a little bit better than the previous one, although he does have an ugly scuff on his nose and his chin, and it doesn't suffer from that weird splotchy overspray that the previous one did. That big S on Soupy's chest is painted a little bit neater than the last one, although you can see right here at the side it's going to need just a little touch of acetone. Also down the bottom, right there at the bottom of the fishtail. That's what I always think that looks like. It doesn't look like a fish at all, but as a kid I thought it looked like a fish. And I thought that this part looked like an airplane. Of course, these belt loops, just like the previous one, are a little cockeyed. They've been painted over with yellow paint, so let's remove the yellow paint right now. So here we are. We have a stack of Q-tips for spreading around the acetone. We have the acetone carefully placed inside the lid. Be careful not to spill that on anything you don't want paint to come off of, although technically this figure doesn't have that much paint. The reason why I've dismembered Soupy here is because I don't want his cape to get in the way. So now I can just deal with the lower portion of Superman's body, and we can go ahead and remove the paint off of his belt. So you just want to get some acetone on that Q-tip there, make sure it's not dripping, and then just carefully rub the paint off. See? No need to repaint these belt loops red. Just remove the existing paint that's already there. And don't be afraid to go through as many Q-tips as you need. Better to use more Q-tips and not just slather on this and drip it onto the belt where you really want to keep that paint. And you'll note that on top of his belt here too, there is still some yellow paint. So I am just going to very carefully Q-tip it off. Wash, rinse, repeat, and you've got a Superman figure that now has accurate red belt loops as opposed to yellow ones. Now the thing about the Batman figure is that, you know, I missed out on the first one. Well, not missed out on it. I mean, I've got it. It's right here. But I didn't buy it at first on account of me not being able to find it locally, and I didn't want it bad enough to order it. So I didn't really get a chance to look at the details, so with this figure, we're going to look at all the details. Besides, I like the blue better. I'm digging that. Also, I wasn't really super stoked about the proportions of the Batman previously, because the head looked too small. But with this great big helmeted, more comic accurate head sculpt, I really like this Batman figure. His suit's got all the craggly metal craggles. I like the yellow belt in comparison to the gray that came on the original of this, and look at the size of that codpiece. Gotta protect the bat junk. Great big booty armor. No, not like armor for his booty. Shut up! I mean armor like boots, like big boots. Look at the bottom, look at the spikes. And I loves his gauntlets. I would not want to get backhanded, or front-handed, or just any-handed while Batman's wearing those. And the texture of the cape, it's funny. It's like, hello, I am overly textured like grandma's blanket that you throw over the back of the couch. But somehow it works with this figure. And the head sculpt for this one, I love it. I really like this head sculpt in comparison to the last one, which I already said I didn't really like that much. For some reason, just changing the color and giving him that more classic Dark Knight Returns armored helmet really makes the figure look better. Call me a crazy, stupid Spotted Dick sausage brain, but you know what? I just like it better. Spotted Dick is it's an English dish. Get your mind out of the gutter. Just quickly now, here is the Superman in comparison to whatever Supermans I happen to have selected for the picture. And here he is next to some other Supermans that I happen to have selected for the next picture. And then, of course, here we have the Batman standing next to the original Batman. You've seen that a few times already. And here he is next to the Mattel version of an armored Batman. So what do I think about this 2-pack? Well, the simple answer is if you see this on the pegs, on the shelf, in the store, on the line, then definitely go pick this up. You may have already bought the entire wave so you can put together the collect-to-build horsey, and you may be saying to yourself, I don't need an extra Superman figure. Well, that's just poppycock. Everyone needs an extra Superman figure. And the armored Batman with the new helmet, as far as I'm concerned, is the best of the 3 versions of this figure that were released. The original color scheme, and then the bluish color scheme with the original helmet, and then this one. So I would definitely pick it up if I was you. That's obvious. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I picked it up because you're looking at it now on my channel. 8 out of 10, would buy again. Anyway, that's all for me today, so thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world to me, and I will see you in the next one. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.